Heyhoo und willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin Impact. Wir verfolgen diesen Typen, der das Auge gestohlen hat. Und natürlich schaffen wir es natürlich nicht, diese Ringe zu treffen. Komm schon. So. Ey, diese Ringe. Ja, einfach weiterfliegen, einfach weiterfliegen. Herausforderung abgeschlossen. Okay, was wartet jetzt auf uns? Es muss ja hier irgendwas sein. Schatzräuber. Ja, komm.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
So. Ey, so geht's schneller, okay? Obwohl Kazuha ist ja dabei. Schade, dass wir den nicht auch noch hier haben. Okay, da vorne.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
Er hat ihn einfach fertig gemacht. Ich muss gar nichts dazu
But
sagen.
most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up.
Du hättest doch
After
gewinnen
watching
können.
the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way.
Ich hätte es dir sogar
Since there was
gegeben.
no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Du kannst jetzt nirgendwo hin. Gib das Göttliche, gib auf. Gib es auf. Ja, nicht auf. Ach, komm.
Drat. This should have gone differently.
So einfach, was wir sagen, und es wird keine weiteren Konsequenzen geben.
Really?
Wenn du das göttliche Auge aufgibst, lassen wir dich gehen. Ich will den Kampf noch
Fine.
haben.
But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Nee.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet.
Liyue.
It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Ah, du Heilige.
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel.
Ich auch
If
nicht.
this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Hey, jetzt kriegen wir doch unseren Kampf, aber komm doch. Weißt du was? Ich benutze meine elementaren Kräfte hier trotzdem nicht. Junge, das ist ein Berg hinter dir. Du kannst nicht in den Berg rein.
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
Ja, ich habe ihn fertig gemacht. Oh, die sind so cool.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor
Und das
upon him.
wundert dich? Mit so
Put
einem
down the vision
Verhalten?
and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Der Schatzräuber läuft heulend. Was?
Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands.
Ah.
When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened.
Du hattest das also die ganze Zeit geplant.
Yes.
Deswegen hat es auch stehen
I
lassen.
wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible.
Dann gib nicht
Come,
auf.
why don't you give it a try?
Ich werde es versuchen. Sorry, ich wollte es sofort probieren.
Seem to respond at all.
Schade.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
Tut mir leid.
No matter. This was expected.
Warum hängst du so an
I
diesem
suppose this
göttlichen...
vision is still mine to take for now.
Warum hängst du so an diesem göttlichen Auge? Warum bist du so entschlossen, das göttliche Auge wieder aufbeleben zu lassen?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Oh. Hä? Ich will's hören? Ah.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand.
Oh.
Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Wow.
Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Du bist so cool, Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.
Ja,
Alright
schon.
then. It's time we returned.
Wenn du mehr reden willst, bin ich da und höre zu. Ja,
Do
echt
not let
jetzt.
my feelings trouble you. But thank you.
Gern geschehen. Ah, wie cool. Ich liebe diese Stories. Erzähl mir mehr, Kazuha. Oh, ne. Da wären wir. Müssen wir wieder mit dir reden? Vido ist auch nicht da. Okay. Hi.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
Stimmt, die ist...
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Oh, okay.
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain
Oh.
Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
Ja, das habe ich auch schon
But
gemerkt.
still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Oh.
If that's the
Du
case,
wusstest es
then the
nicht?
rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Yay!
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter.
Wir
As the
hatten
saying
trotzdem
goes,
unseren Kampf und ich
honor
habe nicht
given is
elementare
honor
Energie
deserved.
benutzt.
Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Werden wir jetzt nach Inazuma reisen können?
Yes, I believe so.
Ja.
Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
So
Hold on a
krass.
second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his
Stimmt.
stone spears, then it should come as no great
Das hat
surprise
ja
that
alles
the
gemacht,
Raiden
ja.
Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Ich hoffe, du
Paimon
schaffst
believes
es.
you'll find a way for sure.
Wir wollen dich wiedersehen.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Ja, das denke ich auch. Aber das schaffen wir genauso. Herbstwinde, tiefrote irgendwas. Jetzt? Segel setzen. Frage Catherine nach einem Weg nach Inazuma. Okay. Gut. Dann war es das jetzt für diese Folge. Und ich denke, dass das jetzt auch die letzte Folge von Buch 2 sein wird. In der nächsten Folge fängt dann wahrscheinlich Buch 3 an. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet viel Spaß bei der Folge. Und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tüdelü.